Oh, welcome to my shop. Today we are going to make some nice dinner. You like? I make. So, today we're going to make some nice spaghetti. We're also going to have some nice meat, and with that comes our seasoning. We got some salt. We got some garlic powder. We got some nice onion powder. We got pepper. And of course, our essential olive oil. Now with this, we're going to make spaghetti. In spaghetti, you need to have the spaghetti sauce. So now we take our pot. We take this nice pot and we're gonna grab some water. Fill this up a good amount to make sure that spaghetti gets nice and soft, good for the taste. Make sure it absorbs as much of that sauce as you want. And probably a little bit more. So now we have the water here. But we save that for last. So now we take our meat.
I don't need that one.
We turn it on. Make sure this pan gets nice and hot. And as we're waiting for that, we're going to open up our meat. If I can. We're going to open up the hamburger. If I can. So now we have our hamburger ready. Now we wait a little bit for this to heat up to get this nice and brown. So as we wait, we sharpen the knife that we don't need. Alright, that's enough. We put the knife away. And we dunk the hamburger right in there. Now this is trash. So what we'll start to do is that it'll heat up a little bit. And as it does that, we're gonna squish it. We're gonna make it nice and flat, make it nice. Look at this angle. Make sure that we get nice and in there. Everything's flat. Making sure everything gets spread nice and evenly. As we can start hearing that sizzle, that crackle. So as we get it nice and flat, as it starts to sizzle a little bit, we take our seasoning and we're going to start with salt. A nice even coating, not too much, but not too little. Making sure that we get all over it. Making sure that you can see it coming out in a good amount. And now we take some pepper. We're going to add some of this. Making sure it gets all around. And now, our two favorite. We have onion and garlic. I'm gonna do a cool move. And we're gonna do these together. Look at that combo. Now as you can see, it's nice and seasoned. And with the sizzle, now we start to rotate the hamburger. Making sure everywhere gets nice and seasoned. You like this brown, look at this angle, look at this brown that we're seeing. We got some more. Making sure everything gets nice and brown. Hey? So now, we wait for it to cook a little bit more. So as we can see here, if you zoom in very close, you get to see these bubbles, these nice bubbles, these very good. And now if you come over here, this is not what we want, but this stuff, right here, this is what we want. Yes, the nice brown. So we're about halfway, a little bit more than halfway done. And voila, it is done. So now we turn it down. Make sure that this starts to get off you. And it's a little greasy. It's a little greasy. So now we need to drain this grease. As you can see, it's starting to build up already. Oh, look at all that grease. So now, make sure it's only grease. We take a nice spoonful of sugar. We just spoon it out. Now, with all of our grease extracted, we can now start with the spaghetti sauce. The noodles are in the pot, and now we get a nice pop from this. Oh, look at that spaghetti sauce. Now, we get some nice dribbles in there, and then we just... all of it goes in. And now we take the fork, and we try to scoop out as much as possible, making sure we don't leave any last bit. And just like that, we give it a nice stir. Making sure this encompasses everything. As we can see, this nice brown color now turning this brownish red. All right, so now we take a bit and perfection. And voila! It is all done. Now we combine the pasta. The pasta is a little red because we use the same fork as the one there. We combine some of the pasta. And we take a spoon and we spoon out some of this. Make sure the hamburger gets all over the noodles. Do not be afraid to put extra sauce on it. And you can really smell this aroma. And if you really want to add a little bit of extra, you can add some nice Parmesan cheese. Get some nice Parmesan. And just like that, oh voila! A bon appetit.